Hey guys, welcome to my channel Linux King. My name is Salman Francis, and today we are going to take a look at part 2 of our RHCE 8 studies track. And today we will discuss inventory in Ansible. So what is inventory in Ansible basically? In short, it is a file which contains information about nodes or hosts, or simply put, computers. And we can group these machines or use individual machines in the file. The default location is in /etc Ansible directory, and the file name is hosts. However, we can change this in our Ansible configuration file. Okay, inventory is divided into two types, static and dynamic. Static inventory contains the list of host name and IP addresses which can be managed by Ansible. The hosts can be grouped for ease of management. For example, here you can see they're grouped. These hosts, you can use fully qualified domain names or only host names, or even the IP addresses. The host can be member of multiple groups. Also, we can create nested groups. For example, over here you can see the nested group name is servers. So whenever I call server, it's going to call all of these of its children. So let's try to create a simple inventory file and check how it works. I am already into this OPT lamp directory. I have created this directory for this project. And please make sure that you are working as an Ansible user. Okay, and for this purpose, I have already created a file called inventory. And here is the simple information, like the name of the group is web servers, and host names or the machines belong to this group is Raptor and T-Rex. And then I have another group called DB, and the name is T-Rex. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sorry about that. I'm going to run a simple command, and it's called Ansible -i inventory. Okay, -i means like where this inventory file resides. You need to give it a fully qualified path, or sorry, full path, and then all means everything, not a specific mention, but all of the things in this inventory file, and list the hosts. So you can see that it's listing host, Raptor, and T-Rex. Okay, now let me show you one interesting thing. You can see that these hosts are repeating here. So what if I add another host? So let's say another host is Draco. And this time if I list, it's going to list the third host. So this means that it's not repeating the hosts. Okay, good. Now what next? This is basically the purpose of inventory file, and we can use various commands in our future videos, and we will see how this works. Okay, one more important thing is that dynamic inventory. What is dynamic inventory also? So dynamic inventory, it is used for bigger setups, such as for clouds, like in Amazon, AWS, or Azure. And you can get more information about these from docs.ansible.com, Ansible latest user_guide, intro dynamic inventory.html, or you can just Google it, docs.ansible.com. Okay, important thing about one more important thing about this inventory file is that you can add the IP addresses here, as I told you earlier. So let me just cat. So here is 1.60. Okay, so what will happen if I use inventory-m Okay, over here you can see that when I tried, this module means like ping, use the ping module, and it will ping everything in the inventory. And you can see that Draco, it's not pinging. This means that there's something wrong with the host, or it does not reside in, it's not resolving. So what I can do is, if I just check if Draco is pinging or not. So 192.168.1.160 is Draco. Yes, it's pinging. So vim RHCE hosts, and I'm going to add one entry here. Okay. And this is Draco. Fully qualified name is draco.example.com. Now this time if I run the same command, let me clear the screen. Here. This time it should work properly and it's not going to give you any error. And what is the reason it's asking for this fingerprint? Because this machine I just created and I have not sent that SSH copy ID, if you remember last time we did. So just let me just do that again. I am Ansible, by the way. Who am I? And SSH dash copy dash ID, and what we need to do is we need to send to draco.example.com. Okay, and this time if I perfect, I'm in Draco 160, you can see. And now let's try one more time. This time it's not going to ask me anything. Perfect. So what I'm going to do this time, I'm going to run the same command, and now it's not going to give me any error, or it's not going to ask for any file. Perfect. So this is how the inventory file works. Okay, one last thing I would like to show is what if we like to give some IP addresses instead of the hosting. So okay, and first thing is list, not ping, list hosts, and you can see now it's listing IP address of 1.160 as well. And if we use the ping module, and perfect, no errors. So this is how, and over here you can see that it's using Python, and the answer to ping is Pong. So perfect, everything is working fine. Okay, what if I would like to ping only, not all, but only DB? So this is the part of inventory where we only deal with DB machines. So if you go back to inventory, you can see that we have two groups, DB and web servers. So if you only want to use DB, so you can use only DB, or you can use web server. So what I'm going to do is I will just create one sudo vim inventory, and I'm going to use a nested group, and it's called servers, and the children are web servers and DB. So let's see what will happen now. So instead of pinging DB, I'm going to ping servers. So now it's going to call all of its children, and perfect, here we have it. So it just called all of the children of from the inventory. So this is how the nested groups work. So if you just remove this T-Rex from here, or let's say if you want to check, we can see the error as well. So let's call it apps and just give it gibberish something ABC something. So let's see what will happen. And yeah, I just want to show you something. So let's ping, and you can see that it's not going to give you any error. The reason is it's not calling the app server. However, if you, instead of servers, you type all, now it's going to give us error because there is an issue, because ABC does not exist. So I hope you have a better understanding how the inventory file works. It's simple collection of computers, and that's why I just wanted to make a short video about it. And next video we will make about the commands. Like, we have already seen one command module of ping, and we will see more modules and more commands. So basically modules are commands in Ansible. So we will take a look at about modules in our upcoming video. Please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please like us on Facebook. And thank you very much for watching. Stay safe and blessed. Goodbye.